Today I'm going to show you how to make my new snow globe. Many of you will be familiar with my Christmas snow globe that has a miniature snowflake dangling inside. This new snow globe range is a little bit different. The first thing that's different is that the acetate globe is now actually joined onto the base, so it's all one part. But as before, you do get a miniature slice form to dangle inside, and with this set I'm giving you a miniature teddy bear to make this snow globe perfect for a newborn baby. I'm also giving you a miniature wedding bell and a range of other charms that make this snow globe able to be used for lots of different occasions. And as per all my slice forms, this just folds perfectly flat for putting inside an envelope to post or for putting in a secret pocket on a scrapbook page. And then quite simply lifts back up into its 3D shape again. Now it's going to be hard for me to show you how to make this out of acetate because you won't see it well on camera, so I'm going to show you how to make it out of white card. First of all, you need to cut all of the sections that you need from the template, and one of the pages will have the two largest sections. What we're going to do is put this section here with the legs at the bottom inside this other large circle. So this slots over the middle section at the bottom and the two top middle sections slot in together. Now, as you will see, this section has a little hole at the top, and once you have your completed slice form, this is where you will hang your charms or your miniature slice forms. We're then going to take the next two sections that are exactly the same and look something like this. And again, we're going to slot these inside this large circle. Now with acetate, it's actually a lot easier to bend the material. With card, this can crumple a little bit, but I tend to use 160 gram card, which doesn't make it crumple too much at all. We then do exactly the same on the other side, where we're taking the middle slot at the bottom and slotting it into the middle slot at the top. You then have one large circle with three overlapping it. We then take two other sections of the template, and these are going to slot over the outside of these sections here. So there's three slots at the top there and three slots at the top here. Now this can be a little fiddly, and it's sometimes better if you have somebody to help you. I wouldn't try doing all three at once. One section at a time is normally straightforward enough. So I'm just slotting the top sections into the bottom sections. You then end up with something like that. Okay, and you do exactly the same on the other side. Take your other section, and we're going to slot it in the three slots at the top there and the three slots at the bottom. Again, I will start with the middle one. Put the last part through. What can sometimes happen when you're doing this is as you're bending the card, some of the other slots can actually pop out. But once everything's in place, they're easy enough just to slot back together again into the right hole, and to make sure you've got everything in the right section. You'll know it's right because you'll end up with a view that's cross-hatched like this. Okay, you then have the basics of your globe, which folds flat and drops open again. Now, because this globe's going to be made of acetate, we can actually add another layer to this, and it's not going to obscure the view of what's going to be dangling inside. So we have some other sections here, like this, and we are going to actually push this through the three end slots here and attach it that way. Now again, acetate bends really easily, and this part's easy to do with acetate and not so easy to do with card. I start again with a middle section, and what I'm going to do is to push through so that the middle section here is in the middle slot here, and then I'm going to bend this card over a little to get the middle section through. If you can see what I've done there with that first one. You're then going to add the other end here over the two edges, and again you just have to bend it slightly to get it through, and again with the last section there. So you end with something like that. We do the same on all four sides. I'm on the last section now. If you haven't got any acetate, you could try using some see-through vellum. That would fold quite easily and make up into a nice globe, and it would be quite light to stand. So here we have the finished globe. Sorry, some of the cards are a wee bit crumpled. This folds perfectly flat and stands up again and is quite sturdy. Now these are the legs that we're going to use to join onto the base of the card. Right, to do the base of the slice form, you have 2 large sections and 4 smaller sections. You want to take the 2 largest sections first, which should slot straight on top of each other in the centre to give you an X shape. We're then going to take the 2 sections that have a slice at the bottom in the middle, and this would ordinarily slot right over here. However, before we do that, we want to attach our globe. These feet on the globe actually sit here in front of these slices, and then this slices down on top. Now, sorry if I'm doing this on my side, but it's slightly easier for me to see at the moment. Turn this round, you'll be able to see it easier, where we actually have the leg coming down and it's being held on. Look for the other section now with the hole at the bottom, and again this slots over here, and you want to make sure you catch the leg of the globe, and this holds the globe in place. We're then going to add on the other sections, which have to be done from underneath. So I'm going to lie this down for a moment and show you that this one actually goes up the bottom of the large section. And what you want to do here is you want to take this leg and just overlap them over each other. And the same at this side, take this leg and overlap them over each other. You want to turn it over, and we're going to do the same on the other side. We look for the large section, and we take the middle section and slot it upwards, and then we take this leg and fold them over each other, and this leg and fold them over each other. You then end up with your Sliceform Globe, which can be made from a different material to your Sliceform base. The last thing you have to do is pick one of your little charms, of which there are a range now, but we now have a red love heart hanging inside the globe. This template and other similar templates can be purchased from Paper Threads. Thank you for watching.